We are on location at the Angelica Theatres in Plano for an exclusive Texas premiere tour of the movie Moor, which means in Pashto, mother. In a conversation with an award-winning filmmaker, Miss Cynthia Mondell. Thank you so much for accepting our request, Miss Mondell. And I just wanted to ask you, what is it that motivates you? What is your drive towards making a certain kind of movie?
I'm a documentary filmmaker, and I work with my husband, Alan Mondell, on most of the films that we do. And the drive is really to expose issues and to look at issues that are critical to the world we live in. A lot of the films that I do are feminist films, and they talk about women's issues and women's identity. And the real drive is to get people to watch them and to commit to the stories that we tell and to think about their life differently and hopefully do have some plan of action after they see the film.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for giving us a little insight into what you do. So are you primarily from Dallas? And then what is it in Dallas that areas in Dallas, problem areas, anything that you think you can use in the movies or you've used in the past?
Well, it's an interesting question because in 1978, which Alan and I did a film about women who were homemakers, and it was about their husbands leaving them because of the laws that were changed that really didn't protect women. And so it showed the emotional and economic devastation that women faced. And when we went to get it aired on TV, they said this was only a Dallas issue. Well, I had thousands of women from all over the country write in to say they were being affected. So I think what the issues that happen in Dallas are the same issues that happen all over the United States and also in outside of the United States as well.
Wonderful. So for our benefit, if you could, are there a couple of movies you can mention that you have, made?
Al and I did a film about the rise of this is a different kind of film, a rise of anti-Semitism in Europe. And we did that a few years ago and what was happening in Europe because of the fundamentalist Muslims. So we've done films like that. We also did a film about suicide, recently a film about suicide among young people and how they can deal with depression and how you can maybe look at this film and try and notice the signs to prevent suicide. Working on a film, we've also done a lot of historical films about women's issues that bring to light, that save actually our feminist history, which are very important, that are in colleges across the country. The film that I'm working on now is about women's life stories told through their shoes. Women are marginalized in the society, and one of the ways that they express themselves is through shoes. It might sound like a frivolous fashion statement, but it's not. It's very, very important for women to express themselves, and we have projects going on in the prison. We have projects going on in Neiman's, we have at Dallas Museum of Art. So there's a lot of things that are happening with this film. It's called Soul Sisters. It was put on as a play called Shoe Confessions this summer by Wingspan Theater, and it was played to sold-out audiences. And right now I'm fundraising for the film Soul Sisters and still collecting stories. Every shoe has a story, and every woman has both.
Love it. Love it, absolutely love it. Just wanted to ask you, what is it that got you involved into the South Asian community? Because this is primarily a Pakistani film. What is it that attracted you towards it? What is the connection that you find?
Actually, I was doing a film about the State Fair of Texas, which has a very, very interesting history in Dallas and in Texas, and it talks about everything from the Ku Klux Klan to big techs, and so it talks about talks about racism as well as talks about the fun and the joy that Texans share. And I had a wonderful intern, Tripti, who is one of the founding members, I think, of ndie, and that's how I got involved with this film. But I've seen more, and I want to say that it is an exquisite film. Jamie or Jaime, is using his art to bring out such important issues in a narrative, dramatic way So I'm very proud to be part of this and to be on the panel because I think this is such a wonderful film. And the fact that Moore means mother and that I'm a feminist and the mothers were they set the moral values for the country in Jamie's film. I think that's very important. And I'd love to know, Jamie, if you're listening to this, what is your relationship to your mom?
Wonderful. You have a very strong message there. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Again, I'd like to thank Ndie Mem for giving us this opportunity and talking to you, Ms. Cynthia. And thank you so much again.